Point of impact. Boy, this is what we know that separates the men from the boys and the women from the ladies. This is the inertial power point. All right, here's what we've got to get into. We've worked on everything, but what we're trying to get is something that I think is so unique with our power triangle method. We've already talked to you about the U-shaped swing. We've talked about igniting it, the ignition. Now we're talking about line of power, but point of impact. Remember, every shot you hit solid most of the time goes straight. I've never heard anybody say that was the most solid slice I've ever hit, or that hook felt terrific. No, this is the point of impact. What we want to make sure of is three things on point of impact. I'm going to review with you one more time though. We've got good width, we've got to the top of the swing, our weight's into the right side, our ignition, we've got into this point. Now from here it's full tilt. I don't want my body moving forward. I want to make sure my body stays behind it. What is the only thing that was going to make the impact? Is club face. So from this angle here, all we do is we rotate and get that club face back to the ball square. Notice that my weight's a little bit behind the ball. My head is behind the ball. As a long driver, as somebody seeking power, this is where we have to be at impact. As a good player, you're going to find them on top of the ball. You're going to find their weight and their head in front of it or on top or just a little ahead. We don't want that in the U swing. We don't want to create this great ignition and blow it by moving ahead of it. We want to stay behind it. So as I've gotten behind the ball, I've got my weight to the right side. I've ignited. Now all I have to do is swing the club face as fast as possible. Look what happens. Notice that my arms are now getting longer. Look at the extension in both of my arms. I never want to be hitting a golf shot like this. I never want to be doing that. I'm looking for distance. I'm looking for consistency. I'm looking for the maximum launch that I can get. So from the downswing in our ignition position, we're trying to get our arms, look how extended they are. This is the point of impact. Notice that once I've hit this ball, that club is still going down the same line. If I move my body, look where the club moved away over here. Let me show you at this angle right here. If I don't stay behind that ball, if I don't stay back here, I move my body ahead. See how the club's coming across the line? You're my line of target. You're my line of power. Notice, again, this is the point of impact. I want my weight back. I want my head back. I want my arms extended. When I start the follow through, see how the club is now on the line of power. So at the point of impact, this is something that's very strategic. You want to feel like your weight is back. You want your head back. Something that's so much fun is to see is this. Once I'm back here, the world long drive champion, Jamie Sadlowski. I've taught with Jamie. I've taught with five-time champion Jason Zubak. You can watch their swings. I want you to watch my head at the point of impact. They're here. They start forward, and all at once their head rotates back, and they're here. Look at that power. Look at the impact. Both arms are extended. My head's behind it, and the club is going down the line of power. So we've got to stay behind the ball. We've got to let our arms extend and keep our head behind the ball.